crossroads here, and people that are piled up. They're not dressed like you. I don't think they are part of the acolytes, which your armor betrays that you are. So, it doesn't really matter who I am. I just want to know what happened here.
We finally found the Illuminous base, and we mounted an assault. Most of the bodies that are there are Illuminous. Probably maybe a half dozen or more are acolytes. I was told to take any items or information that I could off of the bodies, and I was going through some of the things when you all came into the clearing.
Where was this Illuminous base?
It's here in the ruins. There's a compound further in.
Is this the sum total of the casualties, or is there more fighting elsewhere in the ruins?
This should be everybody.
Who won?
He gives you this kind of quizzical eye, Mikhail, like, well, we did. I'm still alive, so.
Are you now? And turn to Mikhail. I think we won, actually. Jack's gonna say, all right, so I am looking for a girl. And he's gonna describe Scarlet and see if that rings a bell.
I haven't seen no woman with red hair in these bodies here. I was tasked with mainly piling them up and making sure all the guns were destroyed and the items and anything that could be useful was taken before we lit the pyre. I'm still trying to find bodies that might have gotten out into the woods, but with those shadow lycoi, and he kind of eyes the cat that was trying to eviscerate him. I don't go too far out into the woods without, but just by myself.
Kel loudly whispers to Jack, ask him where the loot is, or he put all loot he was taking.
Whispers loudly?
Yeah.
What it sounds like. Very sneaky. Very sneaky, Mikhail.
Everyone make a perception and sense motive check.
Ooh, I got a sense motive.
I'll go ahead and roll those for you, Mike. Perception.
Yeah, let me double check if the versatile performance says it.
Mikhail's sense motive was 0. You rolled a 1 and -1.
Nice, James. Perceptive and sensey.
Mikhail, you really you get the impression that this guy's all alone out here.
Just follow up on that.
Oh, hey Dan.
Yeah.
My sense motive should be for my sing, my performance sing.
All right.
But you can take it as a 1 if I want to take the roll too. I'll just be a slightly higher one.
Holy shit.
Just a slightly higher roll.
Jesus.
Do you sing your way to sensing motives?
It's the versatile performance, so it lets me substitute a perform for another one. And sing gives me things in bluff and sense motive, and dance gives me acrobatics and fly. I don't know when I'll have the chance to fly, but
Pretty awesome, though.
if I ever get something to fly, I have points in that.
So is it...
Sorry, I'm typing something. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
No, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, does Mikhail... Okay, so that happened. Jack is going to ask why this kid was left alone here to deal with this while the Shadow Lycoi are around.
You ask him that?
No, actually, Jack's gonna troll a little bit. Jack's gonna
Like fish troll or like troll the guy?
troll the guy a little bit.
Oh.
He's gonna kind of lower his weapon a little bit and say, like, kind of like he's trying to lower his guard and say, so I see you're the only one out here, so there's nothing, no more, there's no one else nearby. It's just you alone, huh?
No. That's not. I didn't say that. There's a couple of guys just out in the woods that they're supposed to be coming back any minute.
Interesting. And they're buddies of yours.
Yeah, it's Sareth and Kargeth.
Interesting. And which way did they go?
He kind of points in the direction that he was headed towards.
Oh, and why would they be coming back?
So that we could haul the items that I found off the bodies.
Oh, well, that certainly makes sense, doesn't it? Where are these items that you found?
I didn't. There wasn't really anything left. We melted all the guns in that pile, and he points to this big kind of melted ball of metal that's not too far, and you can kind of tell that there's just faint glimpses of what used to be guns all melted together.
But I said you didn't find any information on all these bodies. There was nothing useful.
No, I guess most people don't, carry, journals and notebooks and information on their person, especially after we surprise attacked them.
Yeah, you're right. It's just guns. It's all people carry, isn't it?
I jump in real quick and say, why do you keep looking over at the bodies? What's over there?
Nervously, he kind of just, nothing. I don't know. Why don't you go look?
Tell me the truth. Swear to me.
Go ahead and make
I'm trying to find the word here.
Intimidate check. Jesus.
That's the best angle, Matt.
So Benefisto, who had been kind of a stoic, angry visage in the background, steps forward, grabs the nearly eviscerated acolyte, picks him up off his feet, and swear to me, where is it? And you can tell he starts shaking so bad, he just kind of like blurts out all that he hid a bunch of things at the base of this tree, just by the pile of bodies. Anything of value is right there. There's really nobody that's coming to get him, but there's plenty of people that will that if you kill him, that will avenge him. and that you should never mess with the acolytes.
Well, that is mostly true. Nice.
I'll set him down and say, "It's all yours, Jack." Make sure it wasn't a trap.
Good move.
Seeing how we already kind of messed with the acolytes, maybe we.
Yeah. Maybe, Mephisto, maybe it's time you take Ashanda for a walk. We're gonna patch him up and send him on his way.
Ashanda, we got some news over here.
Looks shiny. Boom. Oh, just a farewell shot. Just sending him on his way. You know,
Oh, I'm sayonara.
like we do if we were honorable.
We could use him for ransom, or he could help us lead us to where their base is. Or
Yeah.
at the very least, we could use him as bait for more shadow.
Yeah.
I mean, not deliberately, so it would be honorable. He just happened to be left alone. He was part of the group. The shadow low guy attacked, and he died.
Let's go see what he found. How's he doing with his wounds? You said he's not gonna just die of his own accord.
No, he's got like 3 hit points.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's stable. He could definitely use maybe a bandage or 2.
Jack is going to give him a sip of his water while they check the loot, kind of try a different angle, and ask him how long he's been with the acolytes. Dropping the gruffness and being a little more friendly now.
Yeah, we know who the bad cop is.
Tyrell's also going to kind of come forward and try and use the healer kit on him, just trying to patch him up and give him some attention so maybe he doesn't feel like we're trying to kill him outright.
No.
I'll sing a soothing song.
Why would you think that? What are we, animals?
And as Tyrell's bandaging him up, he kind of relaxes a little bit, still giving Benefisto the eye of kind of leery and wary of him. And
yeah, I'll walk away from the situation and go investigate the loot.
Okay. He tells you that he's been with the acolytes for maybe a year, and this is the first major encounter he's had with the Illuminus, and they've been trying to find this training ground of the Illuminus and to shut it down for a long time.
Jack's gonna ask him why he doesn't have a gun.
He does.
Oh, okay. Well, like a pistol?
Make a perception check, because he never pulled it out, so you're not sure maybe if he's hiding one or not. Benefisto, you find several items that I'll send out later, but most item of note is you find a journal.
Certainly no books or diaries.
Oh, Michael, you can't see this, huh, Michael?
Oh, no.
Here, I'll read it out. The journal says, this is the first week. This first week has been intense. When I was approached by Daggeth offering me a chance to join a group where I would get to test the limits of alchemy, I really didn't know what to expect. The prospect of learning more was too enticing, though, and I agreed. When we first arrived at this compound, I was introduced to their guns and what they called a pistol. After a demonstration, I was hooked. The power contained in these elements and empowered by magic is astounding. Some of the other recruits are being taught how to use the guns, but I was brought to a lab with 2 others, and I've already learned so much from Galmora and Surth. They're working on a way to destabilize this gunpowder they use so they can fill clay pots that explode on impact. Apparently I was recruited because another alchemist blew himself up testing the previous version. Jareth, one of the other tenderfeet, told a few of us yesterday that the bathrooms are haunted. I didn't really believe him at first, but then I heard screams coming from the toilet. I think from now on I'm going to go outside to relieve myself. Masaki said that there's a prison in the compound and that someone is just being tortured for information. The entrance is supposed to be just past the chasm and before the stone foundation of the compound, but whenever I walk through there, all I see is solid stone walls. I think I believe Jareth more than some secret hidden prison where they torture people. But maybe I just want to believe it, though.
It's a sewer system.
What are tenderfeet?
You don't know.
Sounds like a...
Oh, okay. It's not like a race or something that we'd be familiar with.
No.
Rookies.
So, what are the names? Dagoth?
Dagoth, Galmora, Surth, Jareth.
Masaki.
Oh, yep. Do we recognize any of those? Galmora is a place?
They're all names of people. You don't know, never heard of them.
Okay. For some reason that Galmora was familiar.
I think he's a character in Star Trek.
Okay, or a place in Elder Scrolls or something.
Right.
Interesting.
But nothing related to this game, to our D&D adventure.
And that would that's all about the Illuminus. This wouldn't pertain to this dude.
Most likely not, since this is all items that he took off these bodies.
What, I'm gonna ask him what his name is.
He kind of gives you a sideways glance like, well, if you're asking my name, maybe you're not going to kill me. He says, my name is Eranon. Who are you?
Jack's gonna ignore the question and ask if he were you not given a gun as a member of the Acolytes? And he's gonna start to try to check him.
As you start for him, he tenses up like he's gonna go for a gun, but you grab him before, and he kind of thinks better of it, realizing he's way outnumbered. And you do find just a basic pistol on him, much less intricate than the other pistol that you have.
Okay.
Hey, player-to-player talk. We could go for a ploy and make it out like we're bounty hunters looking for Jack, and see if the name rings a bell. Do we want to risk that?
That's a good idea, actually. That's a really good idea.
So
yeah. So he's gonna then Jack. I think Jack's bluff is pretty good. Let's make sure. If yours is higher though,
Kells is pretty good.
maybe you should talk to him while I'm grabbing the pistol.
Yeah. Well, let's see. What do you want a fake name for now? Because we don't want to let them know that you're Jack.
Call me. Yeah, exactly.
Ishmael.
Yeah, Ishmael. I like it.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of whisper, walk up to Jack again, and kind of whisper loudly so that the other guy can hear. It doesn't sound like he's this Jack guy. You think you know where he is? Looking for bounty 2, and see if that gets a reaction from this guy.
Your bluff is your sing performance?
Yes.
Okay.
It's bluff and sense motive.
All right.
From the versatile performance thing.
32. Dear God.
Yeah, that's a pretty good bluff check.
You kind of eye him out of the corner of your eye as you say this, and saying that elicits no response or reaction from him.
Okay.
Interesting. Should Jack make a sense motive, or would he kind of go along, be pretty familiar going along with this?
Oh, for me?
No, for me.
Oh, got it.
What would you be trying to? You're trying to see if he's trying to hide it, kind of thing.
No, just to see if to play along with the ploy.
So what do you? Oh, you're just trying to play along with it. You can make
Yeah, I was wondering if I should make a sense motive, or would you just assume that Jack would pick up on it.
Oh, as far as Mikhail, make a sense motive check, versus Mikhail.
Mikhail's bluff is so good. Jack's like,
that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
yeah, maybe we are here for a bounty. Where is this Jack guy?
No, yeah, you pick up on the game that he's trying to play.
Okay, then he's gonna say, pretend that he wasn't watching closely, and say, so he's gonna take a breath and try to make it look like he's relaxing his guard a little bit. He says, I'm Ishmael. This here's my crew. We are searching for two things in these woods. One is a fugitive by the name of Jack, who has a history of run-ins with your group. And the other is this woman with red hair that I mentioned. And those are that is why we are here. And you say you have not seen a woman with red hair. Have you seen or heard of this Jack?
He shakes his head. No, I don't know who you're talking about.
Kel's gonna attempt to sense motive to see if he's like lying to Jack or.
Okay. Sing again?
Yep.
All right.
Bards are so crazy with their skills.
Yeah.
Yep.
32? No, he's telling the truth. You can actually tell that he's kind of dropped his guard. He doesn't think that you're out to kill him, but he's still a little wary of what you intend, since you don't seem to be a part of either of these groups, and he definitely doesn't know who Jack or Scarlet are.
Okay. Huh. Well, that's good that they're not out to kill you.
Or at least he may be too low down to really know. Jack is gonna kind of pat the kid. He seems young, right?
Yeah, early 20s.
Yeah, he's gonna pat the kid on the shoulder and say, "Why don't you rest up for a minute, and I'm gonna confirm it with my comrades about next steps."
Are we confirming quietly to each other right now, or are we talking to?
Yes, yeah, we'll confer. Is it possible for Tyrael to have Uther watch him? Does it work that way?
Yeah, don't move, or that bear's gonna eat you.
Tyrael offers, we could use We could use Uther as a ride for this guy and offer to take him back to his group.
Oh, that's right. We had some crazy disguise plan, right?
Yeah, you actually don't even look like Jack. You're wearing the hat of disguise. You did take off the disguise from Ripley.
That's right. Okay, that's right. Do we still have the? I forgot I didn't look like him. Do we still have the poster?
You do.
Okay.
You have both Scarlet's and Jack's.
I had totally forgotten about that. So I probably wouldn't. Jack will try one last time. Just say, just last ditch. I know this Jack and Scarlet people go by many names as they skirt the law. And he'll show him the posters.
So as you show him the posters, he looks at it and then he points down at the bottom right corner and he says, "Well, that there is a luminous symbol. They must be sought after by the Illuminous."
Yeah. Well, thank you, son. Information. All right. Now let's talk about what we do want to do with this guy. It sounds like there is still a compound that we haven't reached, and which may still be contested. I didn't really get that sense from. What was his name again?
Aranon?
Aranon. I didn't really get. I got the sense from Aranon that the battle was over. That this base had been claimed by the acolytes. It wasn't just this little section.
From the journal, there might be an underground area that they haven't discovered. Because if their own people couldn't find the prison.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Or at least he was that the one out. Not everyone was privy to the structure. Not everyone was privy to what was going on.
We could fake that it's not just the Illuminati who's after these people. This could just be the poster or something like that. And we could go under the pretense of bounty hunters still. Given that they don't, if it's Illuminati who are after you, maybe the upper-ups don't quite know you. And we could find out if they have seen Scarlet in the assault. And if they hadn't, if they've captured her, maybe we could bargain with her as kind of like, we're bounty hunters, we're working for a private client, trying to bring her back. That would give us some in. And if they haven't captured her, then we'd have that information and we could try to find out if there's a holdout somewhere. And pretend to work with them while secretly going after Scarlet.
That could, let's see, how long does this, that we'd have to keep that up quite a bit, but that certainly could work. I guess we don't know a whole lot about the acolytes and what the strength of their presence here or what their plans are. So we can ask him a bit more, ask Aranon a bit more about that. It is true. So I'm thinking back, Scarlet used to be an acolyte.
She used to be a luminous.
Okay. When I came upon them, they were attacking the acolytes.